Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe at home and studying for the exams. Today we will see Science and Technology Part 1, Chapter 5, Heat. In this chapter, we will study topics like latent heat, anomalous behavior of water, specific heat capacity, regelation, dew point and humidity. Dear students, in the previous standard, we have learnt about heat and different types of heat transfer like conduction, convection and radiation. We have also performed few experiments related to expansion and contraction of solids, liquids and gases. We have learned about the difference between the heat and temperature. We know what is heat and what is temperature. We have also seen how temperature is measured using thermometer. It is a device generally used to measure the temperature of the body. Concepts like latent heat of phase transformation, anomalous behavior of water, dew point, humidity, specific heat capacity are related to certain phenomena experienced by us in our day-to-day life. Let us learn more about these concepts in detail. Students, procedure for the experiment of latent heat given on page number 62 is omitted for this year. In this experiment, you are to observe the changes on the ice when it is heated with the help of the Bunsen burner. Now procedure is not there, but you have to observe and write down your observation in this experiment. You will observe that the temperature of the mixture remains 0 degree till the ice melts completely. If we continue heating even after conversion of all the ice into water, temperature of water start rising and reaches to 100 degree Celsius. At this temperature, now water starts converting into steam that it converts into the vapors. The temperature of water remains constant at 100 degrees Celsius till all water converts into steam. The graph of temperature versus time is shown in the above figure. In this graph, line AB represents conversion of the ice into water at constant temperature, that is at 0 degrees Celsius. When ice is heated, it melts at 0 degrees Celsius and converts into water at this constant temperature. The ice absorbs heat energy during this transition and absorption of energy continues till all the ice converts into water. Temperature does not rise during this stage. The temperature remains constant during this transition. This constant temperature at which ice converts into water is called the melting point of ice. Thus, during transformation from liquid phase to gas phase, heat energy is absorbed by the liquid, but its temperature does not change. This heat energy is utilized for weakening the bonds between the atoms or molecules in the solid and transform it into the liquid state. The heat energy absorbed at constant temperature during transformation of solid into liquid is called the latent heat of fusion. So, the definition of latent heat of fusion is given as the amount of heat energy absorbed at constant temperature by unit mass of a solid to convert into liquid phase is called the specific latent heat of fusion. Once all the ice is transformed into water, the temperature of water starts rising and it increases up to 100 degrees Celsius. Line BC in this graph, which is shown in the red color, this line represents a rise in temperature of water from 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius. After that, even though heat energy is supplied continuously to water, its temperature does not rise. The heat energy is absorbed by water at this temperature and it is used to break the bonds between molecules of the liquid and converts the liquid into gaseous state. Thus, during transformation from liquid phase to gas phase, heat energy is absorbed by the liquid, but its temperature does not change. The constant temperature at which the liquid transforms into gaseous state is called the boiling point of the liquid. Here, conversion of gaseous state to liquid state takes place. So, the heat energy absorbed at constant temperature during transformation of liquid into gas is called the latent heat of vaporization. The definition of specific latent heat of vaporization is given as the amount of heat energy absorbed at constant temperature by unit mass of a liquid to convert into gaseous phase is called the specific latent heat of vaporization. Let us see the melting point and boiling point as well as specific latent heat of fusion and specific latent heat of vaporization of some of the substances. Different substances have different melting point and boiling point. The values of melting point, boiling point and latent heat depends upon the atmospheric pressure. It changes according to the pressure. So let's have a look at this table where melting point, boiling point, specific latent heat of fusion and specific latent heat of the vaporization of ice, copper, ethyl alcohol, gold, silver and lead is given. Observe it carefully and try to remember the values of melting point, boiling point, latent heat of fusion in kilojoule per kilogram and calories per gram as well as specific latent heat of vaporization in kilojoule per kg and calories per gram is given. Now let's learn about the resolution. You may have seen the preparation of an ice ball during a hot summer days. Ice ball vendors first ice slab is shredded and then the shredded ice is pressurized around the tip of the stick to prepare the ice ball. How does the shredded ice convert into solid ice ball? If two small pieces of ice are taken and pressed against each other for a while, they stick to each other. Why does this happen? Let's try to find out answer of these questions. Let's understand this by performing a small activity. For this, take a small slab of ice, thin wire and two identical weights. Procedure is first put a slab of ice on the stand as shown in the figure with the help of two wooden blocks at the ends of the ice slab. Then hang two equal weights to the two ends of a small metal wire and put the wire in the slab as shown in the figure and observe the metal wire after some time. What do you observe in this experiment? In this experiment, it is observed that the wire gradually penetrates the ice slab After some time, the wire comes out of the lower surface of the ice slab. However, the ice slab does not break. How this happens? This happens because of the phenomena of regelation, the phenomena in which the ice converts into liquid due to applied pressure and then reconverts to ice once the pressure is removed is called regelation. The melting point of ice becomes lower than 0 degree due to the pressure. This means that at 0 degree the ice gets converted into water and the wire passes through this ice. But as soon as the pressure is removed, the melting point is restored to 0 degree and water gets converted into ice again. Now let's find out the answer of this question. Question 1 is, in this above experiment the wire moves through the ice slab. However, the ice slab does not break. What is the reason behind this? The answer is, in the above experiment, wire moves through the ice slab during which the ice converts into liquid due to pressure applied by wire and then again reconverts to ice once the pressure is removed. Hence, however, the ice slab does not break. Question 2. Is there any relationship of latent heat with the regelation? Yes, there is relationship of latent heat with the regelation. Question 3. You know that as we go higher than the sea level, the boiling point of water decreases. What would be the effect on the melting point of the solid? Answer. It is known that pressure decreases with increasing altitude. The lower pressure at higher altitude and the lower coordination between ice molecules cause a rise in the melting point of ice. Thus, as we go higher than the sea level, the melting point of solid increases. The next topic is anomalous behavior of water. We feel that some objects are cold and some are hot. Is this feeling related in some way to our body temperature? Yes, it is related to our body temperature. Generally, when a liquid is heated up to certain temperature, it expands, and when cooled, it contracts. Water, however, shows a special and exceptional behavior. What is that? Well, let me tell you, if you heat water from 0 degrees Celsius up to 4 degrees Celsius, it contracts instead of expanding. At 4 degrees Celsius, its volume is minimum due to contraction. And if the water is heated further, it expands and its volume increases. Therefore, the behavior of water between its temperature from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius is called anomalous behavior of water. If 1 kilogram of water is heated from 0 degrees Celsius and its volume is plotted as the function of temperature, we get the graph which is shown above. At 4 degrees Celsius, the volume of water is minimum. It means that the density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. Let's study the anomalous behavior of water using Hope's apparatus. The anomalous behavior of water can be studied with the Hope's apparatus. In Hope's apparatus, a flat bowl is attached to a cylindrical container as shown in this above figure. There is provision to attach thermometers above to measure temperature T2 and below to measure temperature T1, the flat bowl on the cylindrical container. Water is filled in the cylindrical container and the mixture of ice and salt, that is freezing mixture, is put in the flat bowl. During the study of anomalous behavior of water using Hope's apparatus, temperature T1 and T2 are recorded after every 30 seconds. The temperatures are plotted on the y-axis and the time in minute on the x-axis. The graph shows that initially both the temperatures T1 and T2 are identical. However, as time passes, temperature T1 of water in the lower part of cylinder decreases fast, while temperature T2 of water in the upper part of the cylinder decreases comparatively slowly. However, once the temperature T1 of the lower part reaches 4 degrees Celsius, it remains almost stable at that temperature. T2 decreases slowly to 4 degrees Celsius. Thereafter, since T2 starts changing rapidly, it records 0 degree Celsius first, and after that the lower thermometer T2 records 0 degree Celsius temperature. The point of intersection of the two curves shows the temperature of maximum density. Now, how can we explain this observation? It is explained in the following manner. In the beginning, temperature of water in the middle of cylinder lowers due to freezing mixture in the outer bowl. Since the temperature of the water there decreases, its volume decreases and its density increases. The water with higher density moves downward. Therefore, the lower thermometer T1 shows rapid fall in temperature, and this continues till the temperature of water becomes equal to 4 degrees Celsius. When the temperature of water starts decreasing below 4 degrees Celsius, its volume increases and density decreases. It therefore moves in the upward direction. The temperature of water in upper part T2 therefore decreases rapidly to 0 degrees Celsius. The temperature of water in the lower part, that is T1, however remains at 4 degrees Celsius for some time and then decrease slowly to 0 degree Celsius. Now use your brain power and explain some of the statements given in your textbooks with the help of anomalous behavior of water. First statement is, in regions with cold climate, the aquatic plants and animals can survive even when the atmospheric temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius. How is it possible? The answer is, in region with cold climate, lakes and rivers do not freeze entirely. Only the uppermost layer is frozen, and it is because of the anomalous expansion showed by it. Water shows anomalous expansion due to which its density increases from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius instead of decreasing, due to which the level of water bodies fall down and the water at the bottom comes up, which finally freezes. The water below the ice remains at 4 degrees and fishes and plants can survive in that temperature. Statement 2. In cold regions, in winter, the pipes for water supply breaks and even rocks cracks. Why this happens? Explain with the help of anomalous behavior of water. Answer is, during winter, the water pipes contract while the water inside the pipe expands due to low temperatures, that is freezing. The freezing and expansion of water exerts pressure on the pipes from inside and hence they break or burst. Similarly, water present in the cracks of rocks freeze and expand during winter, causing the rocks to break into fragments. Thank you, students. The remaining part of this chapter will complete in the next session. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Bye. Take care.